Hey everybody, it's Kyle. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing my August TBR, which I am going to be keeping quite short because this month I'm going to be kind of more loose in the things that I'm going to be reading. So lately what I've been doing is not reading the review books that I said I was going to read, and it's been stressing me out a lot. So this month I'm going to try to read as many of them as I can. I have an embarrassing amount of books on Netgalley that I have not gotten to yet, and I'm going to tell you the amount, and I'm not going to include all of them in this video. What I am going to do is include some of the ones that I would like to get to this month, and hopefully that I will. That said, there are a couple books that I am more confident that I am going to read, and there's a couple exceptions where instead of review books or books sent to me, I'm going to read something else. So I will get to those books first. So the first book that I'm definitely going to read this month is A Little Hatred by Joe Abercrombie. This is, of course, the first book in the Age of Madness, the further continuation of the First Law universe, and I am very excited for this. Everybody hypes this trilogy. I already know that I really love Abercrombie, and I've just been really excited to get into this new trilogy and meet these new characters and see where the story takes us that Joe has created. I'll be listening to this one on audio because I don't own the first book physically and because Stephen Pacey is awesome. The next book I will be reading is Turncoat, the 11th book in the Dresden files. I just finished the 10th book last night, small favor, and I really enjoyed it. I'm anxious to get to Changes, which is the 12th book that everybody says is like insane. So Turncoat I just requested from my library. It'll be to me within 2 weeks, and then I'll probably just binge it, and then I will be physically reading Changes in September. So I'm really excited for that one. The next continuation I have is Song of Susanna by Stephen King. I finished Wolves of the Kala last month. I thought it was good. Maybe my least favorite since the first book, The Gunslinger, but mainly pacing issues. I hear very mixed things about Song of Susanna, but it is short, and I'm excited to be reaching the end game of The Dark Tower, which is a series that overall I have really enjoyed. My randomly picked ebook for this month is The Mosquito Coast by Paul Theroux? Paul Theroux? I don't know. I'll put it up here. There was a TV show on Apple Plus. I'm excited to read this book. I've heard a lot of good things about it for a while, and mercifully it is short. And then after I finish the book, I can go check out the TV show if I like it. I don't know anything about this book except that people tell me that it's good. So hopefully I like it. We'll see how it goes. I'll also be reading the last of the shorter books in the Sun Eater series that I wanted to get to, which is Tales of the Sun Eater Volume 2. This just came out recently. Rockio says that you can read this whenever after Howling Dark, which is the last book I finished. I was originally going to read Demon in White this month, but I have now joined a read-along over in the Grimoire Discord, and they're going to be doing Demon in White in September, so I will now be delaying there. But in order to satiate my Sun Eater needs, I will be doing this short story collection. It is real short. I think it's like 150 pages, so that'll be easy to fit in with no problem. And the only buddy read that I have this month is with Theo over at Reignite Reader. We are tackling The Falcon of Sparta by Khan and Gulden together. This is a standalone about the ancient Persians and the Spartans. Theo wanted to read some historical fiction, and he keeps talking about how he's a Spartan, which, like, Sparta doesn't exist anymore, Theo, so you're Greek. But okay, that's fine. Hey, have civic pride, dude. No, but no, I'm really excited to read this. Khan and Gulden is one of my favorite historical fiction authors. I have liked everything I've read by him, which is like 8 or 9 books at this point, and I've been meaning to get into more of his books, but I haven't wanted to start any new series, and so this is perfect. It's not very long, and then once I'm finished it, I don't have more in the series to read, so that's perfect. So I hope that we both really enjoy this. I have faith. I mean, Khan and Gulden has not led me astray yet. I will also be reading an ARC this month, Bonds of Chaos by Zach Argyle. The physical book is currently on the way to me, should be here soon, and then he also sent an ebook, which I have already read the first chapter of. Bonds of Chaos is the third and final book of the Threadlight trilogy, and I have really liked the first 2 books, especially Stones of Light, I feel like was very, very good, and I have every expectation that Bonds of Chaos is going to end very well. I'm really excited to have the physical ARC. Thank you so much, Zach. I really appreciate it. I cannot wait to read it. So now we're starting to get into the reviewer books. So I have here Divinity's Twilight Rebirth by Christopher Russell. Christopher was nice enough to send me this book a while ago, and I just haven't gotten to it, and I'm really sorry. You know, people want to send you books, and you're excited about those books. And I'm like, yeah, absolutely, I totally want to read your book, but then you're in the middle of 20 series, and you just don't get around to it. So it's been like 6 months since he sent me this, and I really need to read it. I don't know that much about this book, but I do know that the people who have read it, that I know, have really liked it. So I will be picking this up soon, and I hope to enjoy it. I also have here The Crown of Madness by Ryan G. Beatty. This is another book sent to me by the author. He offered to send me this beautiful hardcover. It looks super nice. I really love this style of art. And I hadn't heard anything about the book when he sent it to me, but the concept sounds interesting. It's about monster hunters. I'm not really sure too much. I kind of wanted to go into it a little bit blind. And yeah, I'm looking really forward to reading this. One thing that'll be really nice about this one is if I really like it, I'll be one of the first people to really talk about it. I think it had like 7 or 8 reviews when I last checked. So yeah, I love hyping books that people don't know that much about. So hopefully this is a big hit for me. Thank you so much, Ryan, for sending it to me. And then the last of the physical books sent to me that I would like to get to is The Forever King by Netgalley. I'm really excited about this one. I have had a couple people that I know read this series, and they have really liked it. It sounds super cool. And Ben was nice enough to send me a copy. I've already started it. I'm like 6 or 10 pages into it or something like that, and it reads real smooth. I hope I will really like it. Again, I'm not too sure about this one in terms of what it's about, but somebody told me about there being like whales and really cool magic and a really cool magic system, so I'm excited about that. So I will also be reading Flames of Mir by Clay Harmon this month. That is another arc. I'm really excited about this. I feel like I'm really excited about everything. You have to say something, and I say I'm really excited, so just, whatever. It is what it is. But this is actually a book I started in May, I think. I read the first 3 chapters, and I liked it, and I just didn't continue at the time because I had more time until the arc came out. And now the book is out, and I haven't read it, so it is what it is. The magic in this series seems super cool. It's something like the main character, Ig, is bound to the person with like word magic, and he has to do whatever this person says or else he'll die, and that sounds cool. I've heard it's kind of a grim book. I'm really excited to check it out and see how I feel about it. I will also be reading The Book Eaters by Sun Yi Dean. I'm sorry if I'm saying the name wrong. I believe this is a book that focuses on motherhood and literature. In the series, the characters eat books to gain their knowledge, and other than that, I don't know too much about it, but I'm pretty stoked to give this one a go because it seems like a really unique idea. So hopefully it's a hit. So I'm going to stop the TBR right there. I do have other books that I have from Netgalley that I have not read yet. But I don't want to put too many of them on here because A, I don't want to out myself as a dirty rotten loser that does not read enough books, and B, I don't know how many of them I'm going to get to this month, and I would like the freedom of not having said on camera that I was going to read it. So if I get to more, then great. I will talk about them as much as I can, but otherwise I think that is a fair TBR. It's quite a good amount of books in there, and I'm excited to check out literally all of these. So hopefully August is a good reading month, and then in September I am back to reading series. I have so many series calling my name. It's just going to be series. September's going to be great. But August is going to be great first. So that's all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more content, and we'll see you next time, guys. Bye.